Hi everybody, Miss Meg is here and I'm here to bring you a special cooking demo that's all about appetizers to enjoy for game time. As you can see, I am wearing my Bills shirt supporting our home team. It is football season. We won last week, so that's amazing. Hope we win again this week. So I'm here to bring you some fun, cool appetizers to have during game time. I'm going to show you a queso dip. Then I'm also going to teach you a dessert dip that's great to have at any time. So let's go ahead and move on to the dessert dip. This is a cinnamon cheesecake dip. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the camera over right here to the bowl. All right. Okay, yes. So in this bowl right here, give you a quick shot as I spill here, but that's okay. This is whipped cream cheese. This is the Wegmans brand of whipped cream cheese. Some whipped cream and some Jell-O instant pudding mix. This is the cheesecake version of it because we are making a cheesecake dip. So the first step I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and carefully fold this in. Give it a good fold. And then folding is a technique whenever you're working with anything that's whipped, because you want the fluffiness to stay fluffy. And if you mix too hard or if you mix regularly, it might deflate. My favorite reference, Tom Brady and his footballs, might deflate like that. But, you know, football season, I had to bring it out. I set myself up so perfect for that. But we don't want whipped cream or cream cheese to deflate. So that's doing very, very well here. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. It's looking really good here. I'll show it after we're done and after everything's well mixed here. Oh my God, this is looking great so far. And Jell-O instant pudding mix gives it that extra fluffiness. We want it to be extra fluffy. Good. All right. Now, what I'm going to add right now. Okay, good. This is looking great. Great, great, great. Here we go. Nice. All right. Here, I can show it now. Look at this. Looks good so far, right? Absolutely. So, next step, confectioner sugar or powdered sugar. About maybe a quarter to a half cup, depending on the sweetness that you want it. So I'm only going to do about a quarter cup of this. And again, fold it and mix it in. And I know some of you have noticed my wonderful cameraman, Mr. Mark, isn't here. And I know we really, really miss him, but, you know, he did score a new job, and we're very, very proud of him. So, but he's still with us in spirit. And it wouldn't be cinnamon cheesecake without some cinnamon here. So this is the Simply Organic cinnamon, gotten from our very good friends over at Wegmans. Love it. I like a little bit of extra cinnamon, but about a tablespoon or two. And if you want more, you can add more. Cinnamon is actually one of my favorite spices. And, you know, you can never have, in my opinion, you can never have too much cinnamon. You gotta do it. All right, perfect. And we're going to garnish with it when we're finished. So, oh my gosh, amazing. So, behind me, bring the camera over here, is I got the cream. Oops, sorry. Cream for the queso dip going. So I'm going to go ahead and take this baby off. Oh, we're looking great. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the oven all the way down to low. When we want this to be very, very low for this. And then the most important part of queso, cheese. Yes, this is a big bag of cheese. So about 3 cups or 3 handfuls of cheddar cheese. I'm going to do it by the handful because I want all the cheese to mix. And then my favorite tool ever. I want all the cheese to melt and all the cheese to blend in really, really well. Now, for queso, for the base, you can use heavy cream, you can use milk, you can use half and half. Whatever you have in your, you can use coconut milk, almond milk. If you want to do a vegan mix to it, always good. Get this nice and melted here. And then a little bit more cheese. More cheese, actually. We want our queso dip to be nice and cheesy. So I'm going to put this bag down here. And I'm going to mix this delicious golden cheese here. This is mild cheddar cheese, but you can use any type of cheese that you have. I mean, the recipe also calls for pepper jack. If you have pepper jack cheese, you can use there. American cheese. I know some people like the Velveeta in with it. You're more than happy to use that. I am splashing a little bit, so you want to be, careful. You want to be careful. Get it nice and cheesy. And then one thing about things like, sauce or queso or anything that requires a lot of cheese to it, you want to mix it in and so it all melts and blends. See here. Let me pull the camera towards this. See how this delicious golden color is right here? If you can see this golden color, that's what we want. That's what we're looking for. No, here we go. That's a better shot. Good. Yeah, this is what we want. So, and add some more cheese to it, because cheese is a good thing in this recipe. You've got to have more cheese. I mean, it's football season. Got to have cheese during football. Yeah, especially if you're a cheese head, but we're Bills fans, or at least I am. I'm a Bills fan, but that doesn't mean I can't like cheese. I love cheese. It's one of my favorites. Favorites. Now, sometimes you think of queso as spicy. It is a Mexican dish, and spice is a huge part of this dip. But I'm not a big spice person, so I'm not going to put extra spicy in mine. But if you are a spice person, add a few jalapenos in there, add some cayenne in there, add some, chilies, anything like that, to give it a good extra kick. So, oh my gosh, look here. Like, I gotta show you this color. I gotta show you this color cheese. Look at this. This is great. Oh my God, this is great. Oh, oh my goodness. I cannot wait to dig into this. So we're good on the cheese. So now, we're gonna add some tomatoes and chilies. This is the Rotel tomatoes and green chilies. I'm going to go ahead and add them in here. You can also use fresh tomatoes or fresh green chilies if you have them. And again, like I said before, some jalapenos. And then also another thing too, a lot of the recipes that I do or that I demonstrate here, they always say this amount or to taste. Salt and pepper to taste. Tomatoes and green chilies to taste. So if you prefer it extra spicy, go for extra spicy. If you prefer it extra cheesy, go for extra cheesy. I mean, make it your own. Oh gosh, look at this. Cheesy, cheesy, cheesy. And more cheesy. Oh, looks great. So I think I am going to add a little bit more cheese to it to get it nice and thick, because we did add some liquid in it from the tomatoes. So perfect. And a little bit more cheese. Yeah, remember that. And whenever I say a little bit more cheese, I always think of the one Chef Boyardee commercial. Little bit of sauce, lot of bit of cheese. Cheese is our friend in this one. And some of you, like my mother, will say, no, cheese is high in fat. Yes, it is. But on football season, once a year, definitely a good time to do it. And this is also a good Super Bowl recipe too. I made a variation of this for my mother-in-law when she hosted last year for the Super Bowl. And, you know, I did cheat. I did the Velveeta with the Rotel tomatoes and chilies. But still, you know, queso is the classic cheesy dip where no matter what, it's going to be delicious. So I'm just going to let this sit for a little bit, low and slow. And let me just show you a little bit what it looks like. Look at that. Golden goodness. And it's a lot. It does make a lot. That's why I'm doing it in this pan, because, you know, it's good for, like, if you're hosting a huge party and you have a lot of people over. It's definitely good for that, for sure. Okay, I am going to add my spice. Going to add some black pepper. And I'm going to add one of my favorite ingredients of all time, smoked paprika. As you can see, this bottle is almost gone. That's how much I use this condiment. I pretty much put it on everything. Why not? Give it some good color. Give it a good stir. Look at this. Oh, goodness. Delicious liquid gold. Liquid gold right here. And then whenever you're mixing any cheese, I should probably note, before I forget, whenever you're mixing any type of cheese, whether it be cheddar cheese, American cheese, pepper jack cheese, and you're making things like mac and cheese or a cheese sauce or a queso dip like this, you always want the heat low and slow, because if you have it too high, number one, it'll cook very fast and it will burn, and the cheese will be clumped up like this and not very well mixed. I've done it before. It's awful. And if Mr. Mark were here, he would tell you that it's a pain to clean up. All right. So I think this is good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this for a few minutes, and then we're definitely going to taste it for sure. But before I do that, I'm going to bring you over back to the cinnamon cheesecake dip. And what I'm going to do is get some graham crackers out of my lovely pantry over here. I can give you a good shot of that. My amazing pantry. Tons of good stuff in there. But what I'm going to do for you here right now is get the graham crackers. And I'll grab the tortilla chips too. For sure. So now you can do this with chocolates. You can do this with graham crackers, like I'm doing right now. You can do this with cookies. You can do it with crackers. You can do it with, and also another thing too, if you like the sweet and salty combination, you can do it with pretzels. Pretzels would be delicious. So, grab a graham cracker, a little bit of a square, and as we call it here, QCQA. Got to have a little bit of a taste. So, here's our wonderful cheesecake dip. Looks good enough to eat, right? Let's give it a little taste. Mmm. The fluffiness from the cream. The cinnamon spice. The tanginess from the cream cheese. The fluffiness from the Jello packet is just perfect. And I better, for my own sake, get away from this because I could eat this whole bowl like right now. I could. Okay. Back to the stove. Talking with my mouth full a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and be right back. Grab the chips. Go ahead and grab the chips. These are the Tostitos bite size. You can also use scoops, regular potato chips, regular tortilla chips, whatever you have. And before we dip, I'm going to give this one more stir. Oh, this looks great. One more stir. Okay, perfect. Perfect counterbalance to the sweet dip. Taste the cheesiness, taste the spice from the green chilies, taste the depth and flavor from the tomatoes, and there's a little bit of zing in there from the smoked paprika and the black pepper. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Your guests will go crazy for this. So, with that, I'm actually going to make a little plate for Mr. Mark to let him know that we all missed him today. And I want to thank all of you guys for joining me today and being here for this demo. So I will post the recipes and a few of the main ingredients down in the comments section for all of you. And I really hope to see all of you very soon at the library. We absolutely appreciate all of you and all your support. And for myself, Jennifer Johnston, our wonderful director, and all the staff here at the Lackawanna Library, we can't thank you enough for all your support. And I can't thank you enough for all your love and support for the live demos and our virtual programs too. So other than the virtual demo, please check out the virtual toddler time with Miss Lisa and Miss Patty. And tune in next week, next Wednesday at noon, where I will be doing a special program called Fun Family Fixins. And I am going to be demonstrating how to make the most delicious cherry limeade that you'll ever have, that you can have at any time during the day or year. So stay on the lookout for that. Stay tuned for that. And I will see all of you at the library. Take care.